Hello guys, and welcome to another in-depth review on N&T Auto Reviews. My name is Tyler, and today we are going to give you an in-depth review of this 2016 Buick Regal. Before we get started, I'd like to give a giant thanks out to Ingersoll Buick GMC in Watertown, Connecticut for allowing me to take a look at the car in today's video. If you are interested in purchasing any Buick or GMC, give them a call, stop by, or check out their inventory online. All of their contact information can be found in the description box. Okay, so options for this Buick Regal are the power moonroof, navigation system, interior protection package, splash guards. And make sure you stay tuned to the end of the video to get a full knowledge of this car. You have some really nice hood louvers here, and coming down the side, your wheelbase is at 107.8 inches. You have turn signal mirrors. Here's your window sticker. The color of this particular Regal is the beautiful dark sapphire blue metallic and is available in 9 different color options. So front wheel drive is standard on the Regal, while a $2,425 option is all-wheel drive. This particular one is equipped with the all-wheel drive and is only available in the sedan configuration for the US. So back here you have your LED tail lamps and this nice chrome strip going along the back like most Buicks. You have 2 exhaust tips, the Regal turbo badging, and you see the third brake light is kind of blacked out, which gives it a really nice look. Under here is your rear view camera. Okay, so now let's go ahead and check out what's going on underneath the hood. So under the hood of this Regal is a 2-liter turbocharged inline 4 producing 259 horsepower at 5,300 RPM and 295 pound-feet of torque at 3,000 RPM. The base model Regal receives a 2.4-liter naturally aspirated i4 producing 184 horsepower and 172 pound-feet of torque. Okay, so now let's go ahead and check out the interior. The interior color is called light neutral with cocoa accents. And you see you have your cocoa here and your light neutral color here with your stitching, and you have some really nice light wood here. You have nice metallic accenting here. You have your window lock, your front and rear window controls. You have your lock and unlock right here, and your window controls, or your mirror controls. And you also have your hood release. You have a really nice storage pocket here, and this is one of your speakers. You have a nice threshold. And down here, you have your hood release like you saw earlier, and your pedals. And up here on the left of the steering wheel are your automatic light controls with fog lights and your gauge dimmers. So down here are your 10-way powered seats, which include your 2-way lumbar. And your seats have some really nice stitching and a nice pattern when you come up the middle of the seat. Alright, so let's go ahead and check out the rest of the interior. Okay, so I do have the key with me, and you do have a key that you need to use to start it up. You have a lock, unlock button, your trunk release, and your panic alarm. So all you need to do to start it up is insert the key and turn the key until it starts. Okay, so starting on this beautiful steering wheel here, you have a really nice leather wrapped, and it is stitched. And over here you have sort of all your cruise control settings here and here, and you could set your speed there. You have your voice commands and your Bluetooth telephone controls, and you have this nice chrome Buick emblem on the airbag cover, and then you have some nice metallic accents. These are all your media controls, and these controls correspond to the LCD display in the middle there, and this is for your audio volume. So on the left stalk you have your turn signals and your high beam controls, and over here you have your wiper controls. One more thing I'd like to point out is that your wood grain goes all the way across up to there, and the same for the other side. So the gauges, you have your RPM gauge right over here. You have your LCD monitor there that tells you all kinds of information. If you have low fuel, that'll pop up, or if you have low tire pressure, that will pop up. And at the top you have your fuel gauge and your temperature. So over here you have your traction control off button and your hazards button, and down here you have your IntelliLink screen. So let's go ahead and check out some of the features of that. So right here is your audio screen. Here's your phone screen. You can pair a phone. You have projection, which is for Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. Navigation. It's a really nice looking map. You also have your settings here. You have a valet mode. All kinds of settings. You also have weather, which is really convenient. You also have text, OnStar, and traffic. Okay, so below the IntelliLink system is all the shortcut buttons. You have your on-off, you have your volume, radio, media, skipping between your tracks, your eject for your CD player, which is located right here, back and home. So down here is your climate control. You have 3-stage heated seats, which I don't really think we need today. It's pretty hot. You have your on-off button there, and you could change your temperatures here. And it is a dual zone climate control, and whatever you do on the climate control, it also shows up on your screen there. So you do have front and rear defrost. These are all your zones for your climate control. AC, recycling, fan speed, and your sync button there. You have a little storage pocket there and a power outlet. And right here you have your gear selector for your 6-speed automatic transmission. And if you shift it into reverse, a backup camera shows up with guidance lines that turn as you turn the steering wheel. And if you pull it all the way down into drive and over, it does have a manual mode. So right here you have a little storage tray, maybe to put your phone, and you have a electronic parking brake, and you have the really nice chrome there, and you have 2 cup holders there. Alright, so up here is your rear view mirror. You have your OnStar and your SOS controls. You have lighting for both the right and left side, and you also have your sunroof controls, and there is a cover which blocks out 100% of the light, and you can both tilt it up for a vent or slide it back. And you notice there's a wind deflector that does pop up. Let's go ahead and close that because the sun is getting pretty warm today. And also up here you do have a visor with lights and mirror. Alright, so now let's go ahead and check out the rear cabin. Okay, so opening up the rear cabin, you see you have a lot of cocoa accents here, and the main color right here, the light neutral. You have your window button here, and your metallic accents and your chrome door handle. You also have a speaker back here and a pretty good amount of storage. Alright, so let's go ahead and check out how much space we have back here. Okay, so it is a pretty considerable amount. This seat is in a sort of position where a regular driver would sit, but you have this storage pocket and you do have air vents back here, which is a big plus. You also have a armrest back here. There we go. And a little storage area, which is also pretty helpful. You have some lighting up here as well, a coat hook, and a handle. So now let's go ahead and check out the passenger room next. So the passenger door is very similar to the driver's door, just has a little bit of less buttons. You have your window control, lock unlock, chrome door handle, wood, and your stitching, and a nice amount of storage. You have your Buick threshold there, and you have a two-way powered seat for the driver and a two-way recline that is manual. You also have a little tweeter speaker right there. In the glove box, you have a really good amount of storage, and it's nice and soft. So now let's go ahead and check out the trunk. So you can open the trunk using the key fob. Just hold it down and it pops open all the way for you. Now there is some stuff in the trunk, but we're just gonna have to work around that. And you see that it does go in quite a ways. You have a cargo net right here, and the seats do fold 60-40. Fuel mileage stands at 19 city, 27 highway. Okay, so to finish up, we can go ahead and talk about some trim levels and pricing. So the base Regal for 2016 with front wheel drive comes in at $27,990, but does come with features such as leather seats and a rear view camera. Now the Regal group, like we have here, starts at $29,915 with front wheel drive, while the Range Topper GS model starts at $34,990. Our example with all-wheel drive options and destination stickers for $34,630. Thank you guys so very much for watching. Make sure you stay tuned for the next videos.